Hey guys, and welcome to today's Idiots video. Today we're going to be covering Chris Sky, one of Canada's prominent anti-vax, anti-mask scumbags. And in today's video, we're actually going to be covering 3 videos of his. The first is of him being the worst motivational speaker of all time. The second is him getting absolutely manhandled by mall security. And the third is him outright lying about the event. So let's begin. Hey everyone, post-editing Skeptic here. Just wanted to tell you that this video is probably going to push me over 50,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please do so right now.
Honestly, I was going to give a really nice speech, and then I show up here and I realize, you guys, they say when you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Well, I got nothing nice to say, but I got a whole lot to say anyway. I don't know what the fuck you people think this is. This is a war.
I love how these jackasses think it's a war. I mean, honestly, take a look at this crowd. Half of these people look like they need a jelly donut before going to battle, and the other half want to know if they can bring their folding chairs. If this was a war, they'd be wet butter, and we'd be the hot knife.
Against your fucking children. They are coming to inject them with a poison. They are taking your jobs. They're taking your houses. And how do you respond?
The only way they know how to respond, Chris, by going to their 3 times divorced and still single Facebook group and bragging about berating the 16-year-old cashier at the local grocery store.
You spend 1 or 2 hours a week freedom fighting by coming and listening to a fucking band play? Are you guys fucking kidding me? Are you guys kidding me?
Of course they're kidding you, Chris. They're LARPing, just like you, and being a freedom fighter is their live-action roleplay. The funny thing is, everyone in this crowd is looking for something to fight for, and instead of fighting for the well-being of themselves and the neighbors around them, they're fighting for society to accept them and their antisocial, team-killing, fucktardian ways.
This is what it means to freedom fight for you. To come and listen to a stupid band and sing and dance while the organizers are more worried about getting you on a fucking march than getting you to actually do something for yourself. Fucking pathetic.
Well, that's something we can actually agree on. Everyone in this video is fucking pathetic.
Each and every one of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. You're walking around like this is a party, like this is a joke. Like you're supposed to be here having fun. Right. It's not fun. They are killing people.
Well, it would appear as though the infamous they is using this fake virus to kill more unvaccinated people than vaccinated. So if you want to protect yourself from the they, then just get yourself vaccinated, dumbass.
Including your own friends and family. And you guys are making jokes? Playing fucking music? Honestly. I thought I was coming out here to talk to a group of people that had enough of what's going on. People that were ready to fight. And I come here and see a bunch of fucking pathetic children singing and dancing and having a good time. Like it's a goddamn party.
What did you think you would find, Chris? A bunch of Karens in camo with extra pointy fingers and a propensity to speak to the manager? Because that's exactly what you found, minus the camo.
Honestly, none of you deserve this shit right here. None of you deserve any of this merchandise. None of you deserve my team to be here and the dedication.
Aw, man. Are you telling me that none of us are going to get our I'm a retard shirt? Very disappointing, Chris.
We've driven 67 hours to get here. We've taken multiple ferries to get a very important message out. And you people are more worried about marches and music and patting each other on the back for not doing anything. Says me. What the fuck have you done, buddy? What have you done? Step up here. You're such a big man. Where are you? Come here. Come here. You want to Come here. You're a big man. What have you done? Come here. Come and tell everybody here what you do on a daily basis to make a difference in this fight.
Pretty much what every anti-masker and anti-vaxxer does to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Nothing. In fact, I call these people retards because each and every one of them is personally responsible for retarding society's attempt to retard the spread of COVID-19. Fucking retards.
Yes, you need to be lambasted because you're fucking making a joke while they're coming to kill your children. You guys are infighting between organizers, worrying about who's going to get the credit for throwing on an event. Who wants the credit for an event like this? It's a joke. You guys are a joke.
Again, we agree. Because anyone who follows you on social media or shows up to listen to you brag about your stupidity is a fucking joke.
This is a mockery. I hope you're upset. I hope I'm offending you. I'm more offended than all of you. Every single one of you. And where's your big mouth now? You fucking begin. What the fuck have you done? What have you done? Come here. Come here, buddy. Where's your truth and love? Here's the truth and love. Love and truth are real. Well, guess what? Singing and dancing when they're coming to kill your children.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Ladies and gentlemen, every single one of you need to go home. Because I already know what you're going to do. You're going to finish off over here. You're going to fucking go home. You're going to tell yourselves whatever you need to tell yourself. And by tomorrow, you're going to be putting your mask back on and going about your business.
Nah, they'll probably just find some other Neander Vaxxer to follow on Facebook. Okay, so now let's get to the juicy stuff. The following video is Chris Sky's detainment by the West Edmonton Mall security because he wouldn't follow policies and then refused to leave when told to do so.
Sure, have a nice day. We're gonna find our knee-high socks and then we'll be on our way.
And then we'll be on our way.
With that, lay a finger on it and see what happens. You don't have enough people. What's wrong with you? Oh, I need it. And whatever I do to you after that will be justified. We haven't broken any policy.
We haven't broken any policy or
and you
law.
can't cite anything that I breached, and I'll fucking subpoena the video camera.
Oh, yeah.
footage. Chris, those are security officers, not police officers. So I highly doubt that you can subpoena their video footage with whatever Canada's version of a FOIA request is. Not to mention, your idiot girlfriend filmed the whole thing for us to laugh at.
And not only will you lose your job, not only will you never get another job as a rent-a-cop again, you'll be charged.
Who could have guessed that Chris Sky is also a Karen?
No, it's not. You know what it is? It's me trying to be a dick. So I'm going to make a point. It's cool. He wants to make a point. I'm going to make a bigger point. I will exit after she gets her socks.
Yeah, you think you're gonna get your socks first, but something tells me that the 4 security officers behind you have something to say about that.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, that's too bad, bro.
It's not there. I'm trying.
We showed our exemption, so
He banned you already.
you can't ban us for showing exemption.
They didn't ban you for showing an exemption. They banned you because you refused to follow the mall's policies, which I found on a separate video that Chris Sky posted to his Twitter.
Are you my medical exemption? So you guys get 24
Show our medical exemption.
Sure. Breach of what policy? With my medical exemption. I'll show it.
Breach of policy.
Show
Breach of policy. You just said this is my house and I called you out on it. Here you go.
Now I want to stop it here for just a moment. If you listen close enough, you can hear the security officer telling him that he's been banned for 24 hours for violating the policy.
Are you my medical exemption? So you guys get 24
Show our medical exemption.
Sure. Breach of what policy?
This was before he showed him his exemption paperwork, which he has on his phone and probably had emailed to him from some random doctor.
This is my wife's medical exemption. Hold on. There you go. Sorry, I don't know if you can read it because the crack screen. Dr. Mary O'Connor. Good day. This is my clinical physician. Further benefits of those exceptions are very deep, including master seal for medical reasons.
Yeah.
I
know, we were trying to. We're just telling him.
20 seconds.
Listen, but you gave me a bunch of attitude.
I gave you attitude because you said this is my house. Like you think you're like that's ridiculous.
Well, there you go. He just admitted that he was talking shit to the officer when the officer asked him to wear a mask, which was a violation of the mall's policy. So move the fuck on, Karen, and you and your dumbass crayon munching girlfriend can get her socks tomorrow.
You are trying to argue, and here's why.
Can you? Just show you.
All I have to do is show my baby.
We're in Nazi Germany.
Like I said, dumbass crayon muncher, and lead is her favorite color.
Okay.
It doesn't change anything, guys.
I know, but we're showing it. You asked for it. We're showing you. Okay. We're good?
Come back in 24 hours, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Where are we going to be going out of?
Well, Karen, you heard him say come back in 24 hours. So whatever happens to you next is your own damn fault.
Okay. Well, what happened to you before when I touched you? Well, I'm not even...
Hey!
Let's go.
Hey!
Let's go. Let's go. Where are you? Let go of my wife.
Don't touch me! He's assaulting him! He's assaulting a woman! He's assaulting a woman!
Okay, so now let's listen to a pathological liar do what a pathological liar does best.
For everyone wanting to know what happened at the mall, here you go. My wife and I went shopping. She needed socks. Some little bastard prick security guard knew exactly who I was, so he ran up to us and started being a dick right off the bat, telling us we needed to wear masks. We told him we were exempt. He said, show us your papers, which we do have, valid medical exemption papers.
It's funny how you conveniently left out the part where you were talking shit to the security officer when he asked you to wear a mask. Lying by omission is still lying, Karen.
My wife reminded him that due to privacy reasons, we don't have to show him, but she did tell me to show him just to be nice. At this point, he said, just shut up and show me your papers. And I said, don't be a dick to my wife.
You know how they say respect is earned, not given? Well, if you want the mall security to respect you, Karen, you should maybe try respecting them first. Especially since they're just there doing their jobs.
Then he said, this is my house. At that point, a second security guard came, and we have the video starting at that moment, which we will post soon, which shows myself and my wife both showing our valid medical exemptions and the security guard okaying them.
That was after you were told to leave, Karen. Changing the timeline of events so that you can play the victim is also lying.
But the other one was just upset and wanted us to leave and said he could ban me for whatever reason. So they followed us around the mall, and eventually, after about 9 minutes, 4 of them attacked me and 2 of them attacked my wife. And
you said no, and the lie detector test determined Ralph.
That was a lie.
Maybe you should go back and check your video, because there's only 4 officers following you around, not 6, and only 2 officers took you down, not 4. And I don't know where you're getting this security followed you around for 9 minutes shit. The engagement with security started in front of Laura's and ended right around Sunglass Hut. Google Maps says that's a 3 to 4 minute walk. So are you lying? Or did you just spend about 6 extra minutes arguing with security as they continued to ask you to leave? I think it's probably a lot of both.
that's assault. That's also false arrest. That's also forcible confinement. I was within my rights to fight back, but I chose not to, so I would have this type of leverage that I have now. They were stupid enough to bring me into a jail cell and my wife. They told me I could only call a lawyer if I knew the phone number off by heart or I took it out of a phone book. And they had to show themselves on the camera giving me the phone and then me either using it or giving it back, or they would get in trouble. So they gave me 2 phone books with the sections L ripped out of them so I wouldn't be able to call a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on all of that. First, you're dealing with security officers, not police officers, so they don't owe you a phone call to anyone. So you can just go ahead and sit your dumb ass in the corner and think about the stupid you did until the police get there. Second, I hardly doubt they gave you an entire phone book with just the L section ripped out of it, especially when the lawyer section is probably only a couple of pages.
And they thought they were funny and thought now I was just going to decline to use the phone. Instead, I used the phone and dialed 911 and told them to try and take it from me. And that's why you see on video wonderful Edmonton police officers showing up, taking us out of their stupid little jail, putting cuffs on my wife and I at the front because they were worried I might try to beat the shit out of the piece of garbage that had already assaulted myself and my wife.
It must be nice living in delusion land, because I don't think those cops put the handcuffs on you to keep you from beating up the guy who just throat punched the shit out of you. No, the officers put the handcuffs on you because you're being detained while they trespass you from the property.
And they brought us back to our car so we could go home. And we did not get charged by the police for anything. So the police are the heroes in this situation. The mall is the problem.
Aw, that's cute, Chris. If it wasn't a lie.
Lies! Lies! You are the prince of lies!
As you can see in this next clip, both Chris Sky and his girlfriend are both charged with trespassing, given a ticket, and a court date.
Oh, don't forget your makeup.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Seriously, just so you guys know, you guys are both getting tickets for trespassing.
Awesome.
If
More
you're
tickets.
not arguing with us, you'll be arguing
No,
with
we're
us.
not.
So if you disagree with it, the court date is on December 20th.
Maybe it's different in the Empire of Canada. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, they issue court dates and tickets before charging an individual with a crime. Or maybe Chris Sky is just a lying piece of shit idiot. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. If you found this video interesting or entertaining, then give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And a massive shout out to all of my channel members and patrons whose support helps me keep doing what I love to do, calling out idiots on the internet. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.